Now we're going to hear from the perspective of why it's been so slow in rebuilding, and we wanted to bring in one of our more prominent and famous contractors. And one of the things that I'm hearing regularly from the contractors is it comes down to a chicken and the egg. How do we rebuild? Lack of housing, where do you put the workers with a lack of housing? I'm told that it's now about $300 per apartment per month if someone wanted to build an apartment complex just for insurance. And it's one of the reasons that people have been hesitant to build low-income housing. But we're going to hear now from Dave Dennis of Specialty Contractors and a member of the Federal Reserve Board.
Thank you, Dean. Insurance, I can only use one word, it's the linchpin. It is the absolute linchpin for the recovery of this coast. I look around at the bankers in this room. They're not going to loan me money to rebuild my house if I don't have an insurance coverage. Some kind of collateralized aspect of the coverage that needs to be in place, and it needs to be in place at a level sufficient to cover whatever potential loss there may be. Got a call last year, did a couple of interviews with John Simon with Fortune magazine, and he asked, where is this going? And I used the comment, many people are going to run neck insurance. So to some degree, in many instances, you look at people that are having to go either without insurance or without financing, which means they're going to cut back and diminish either rebuilding what they had or, and I don't know if I'm sure Gene has told you all about the charrette process that took place here. But whether you agree with it or not, it stimulated a lot of thought process. Well, the 800-pound gorilla that we see in the commercial industry is you can't get insurance. You look in a room, there's always the insurance equation sitting over in the corner. Don Hall, a home builder's in here. They're not really doing a lot of building. We're not doing a lot of commercial building. Commercial rates, Tish mentioned, were up 268% in the wind pool. Well, they have come down to 142 thanks to the infusion from Congress and our state. 142% increase, and we're happy. I don't know whether that's a good deal or not, Gene, but that's a big nut to swallow. But it's residential at 90% increase, and these are just averages. Commercial arena, it's not at a standstill, but it is, with exception of your major tourism-oriented arenas, there's not a lot going on. There's very little commercial work going on. The slowdown is not related to subprime. That's not the issue. It is insurance, and insurance is 100% the issue here. Availability, affordability, the ability to get where the caps currently in our wind pool, there are significant caps, and those caps have to be addressed. So we've got to get rates down, caps with Dave Tertel's leadership. There's a flexible deductible now. That's a big deal because you can, if you want to buy down some of your premium, you can adjust your deductible. You may go to 20% deductible if you want. But in your wind pools, most of your coastal states have wind pools, which you all are very much aware of. With the census data of the populations, it's not realistic to think they're going to be actuarially sound. It's a very tough sell to get them in that position. You can work at it, but some type of larger population base, whether it's this multi-peril or some other equation, and I quite frankly don't see any other equations out there to consider, that's got to take place. You know, the message that Tish said was, it's the message, not the words. I think she is right. Look at the eyes of the people in here, and every one of us in here are going to smile, but most of us go home and have a little different perspective that we're not where we were 2 years ago. Our retirement's probably, I don't know, maybe 10 years down the road, where it might have been 8 or 10, I don't know, but we're all moving in the right direction. But I would just say, if it's something that can be put into play, close to revenue neutral, and I know, Gene, I've heard you make that comment that that is a goal. Whether it gets there or not, I don't know. But if it can get somewhere close to that, I think it's a major league home run. But the bottom line is, you got a broke system that's not working for most people. For the average person, it's fundamentally not working. This is a tremendous step forward. It's an incredible, I think, an incredible opportunity. If it comes into play and with Gene's leadership, that it continues to move forward, I think it would be something that not only would enhance the coast of Mississippi, but it certainly is a national issue that I'm proud to say, if it comes out of Mississippi, Gene, that it's a good issue that we appreciate your leadership on. But thank you.